Okay, we're going to talk about setting some goals for your Monavie business. If you want to make sure if you got your map with you on page 6 and page 7, where we got kind of guidelines on page 7 of your map on some goals to set. For your goals is to you're moving through the rank on rank advancement of your Monavie business. And then 6, you'd want to be putting them down and dating them so you've got a written goal that's specific, helping you focus on where you need to be in your Monavie business. And again, if you don't write your goals down, the people that write their goals down are the ones that are moving forward in the business. So make sure you're writing them down, and then you're getting them solidified by your upline, your active upline that's helping you build your business. And then also on page 16 and 17, where we talk about setting goals and some specific information on setting some goals. But just to kind of give you a heads up of how some goals that I set in my Monavie business is, first of all, we got to set a goal to get yourself star. You got to go star so that you can get your purple Monavie card as soon as possible. I like to set a goal for at least in the next 24 to 48 hours. You're going to have your Monavie purple card by getting your person on the right and person on the left. Call the easiest people that you can first out of your cell phone. I called my mom and my best man at my wedding, my cousin Mike. Within an hour, I had been qualified to be a star and had my purple card. So you want to get yourself qualified, is what we call it. So active is getting yourself on auto ship and having the product, and then qualified within the first 24 to 48 hours. We like everyone on our team in 48 hours to be getting their purple card. Now that sets the stage for everyone else in your business to be duplicating the same thing you're doing. If you get your card in the first 24 to 48 hours, then the first 2 people you sponsor, they do the same thing. So you set a goal for star. Then you want to be setting your goals as star 500, star 1000, bronze, silver, gold, and you just put a date by it where you need to be. And again, on page 7, they show the guidelines as to how many people that you need to have on each side and how many cases and how long it could take. Realistic. I believe you can do it much faster than that, but at least you got some kind of a guideline that you can set where you need to be in building your business. Remember that 20 right and 20 left personally sponsored people is where you're going to need to be at. Now, again, that's social people that are your social economic level and above. You need to make sure that you have got 20 right and 20 left. That's your foundation for diamond. So you want to set a goal. If when you're a diamond, you're going to have be 20 right and 20 left. So obviously, then you can work your way up in the ranking. So when you're emerald, for instance, you're probably going to be like 15 people, 15 personal to the right and 15 left. Ruby, you're going to be 10 right, 10 left. So that's a way to kind of gauge what goals that you want to be setting as well. The sooner you get there, the sooner you go diamond, the sooner you go on the free trips with us to Maui and around the world. Now, the next thing you're going to want to set some goals for what you're going to do on a daily. You want to have some daily goals. So the goals that you would set daily would be like, I write down on my legal pad or my planner, I'd be saying, I'm going to talk to 5 people. I'm going to talk to at least 5 people today, but I put 10 down, 10 people that I could potentially talk to in case I get an answer machine or someone's not at work that day, or at the office that I go by on the way to work or on the way home. Who am I going to stop by on the way to work, on the way home? Hey, you might have been going through your list, and you might be at a goal, and now you seriously want to move on to the business. You might have to set some goals on, where am I going to meet some people today? Get up a little bit early and stop by the Starbucks and bump into somebody. Or go to the mall at lunchtime and meet somebody. You've got to set some goals. If you're serious about taking it wherever you're at in the business, you've got to stay in that creative stage, and there's goals to be set there on a daily basis to get this opportunity in front of people. Some of the time you might just be collecting cards. Like, say, I'm going to collect 2 cards today, and I'm going to talk to somebody about Monavie. Now you've got 2 more people the next day to talk to. But basically say, hey, Bob, I met you yesterday at Starbucks. On the way home, I was thinking that you might be interested in this nutritional drink that I'm promoting. It's got 19 fruits in it. So all the goals that you're setting can be set up for moving toward diamond, but you got to have some daily goals. Your inventory in this business is names. So you've got to keep adding to the names. So you've got to make sure that you are talking to people and meeting people or adding to your list for the people that you do know every day. So it's not hard to put a goal. Remember, this is your own business. You've got to take ownership. So it's good to have a list of 10 names, and you're going to go through 5 today. And that way you've got 5 extra in case you didn't get a hold of somebody, inviting them to a tasting party or tell them you're coming by their office to have a drink, or just flat show up like I would do. Just show up if you're going by their office and say, hey, Bob, you got to take a taste of this drink. Here's what's going on. There's a tasting party at my house in 2 nights from now, Thursday night at 7:30. And then set a goal as well to visit this VT site on a daily basis. I mean, that's a goal. You got to make sure that, remember, you've got to get involved. You've got to get, the neat thing about this opportunity is, even though when I got in the business, I was in the back row of an open meeting in Jacksonville, Florida with 500 people in the room, and I'm on the back row, and there were people at Emerald and Ruby and a couple people at Diamond. I was able to get myself up to speed very quickly, because in this business, you can, as fast as you want to get up to speed, you can. You set a goal to get to this VT site every night after everyone else is in bed. You're listening to what you need to do to move your Monavie business forward. You set a goal to get to this VT site. You download the information onto your iPhone, your iPod, or whatever MP3 player you've got, so you can listen to it throughout driving down the road. Plug it into your car so you can listen right on your car from your MP3 player, or make sure that you've got a CD that you're listening to every day and then you're talking to people about it. But you got to have some goals to get the information in you as well. So, hey, keep it simple. Get your goal set to go star in the next 24 to 48 hours, and then set your goals for star 500, 1000, bronze, silver, gold, Ruby, Emerald, and Diamond, and we're going to see you on the next Diamond trip somewhere around the world.